Well, I've been sitting here, and my thinking, it ain't quite clear. It just seems like it was yesterday. Well, I was dancing, drinking, chasing women, honky-tonkin', a lot of wild living, and I'd like to know where when. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. I used to stay up all night long, hopping from bar to bar, dusk till dawn, and I could slide with grace across the dance floor. The grace of a swan, a whole lot more. Smoke and fire at my heels going out the door, and I'd like to know where when. Someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Well, I could go on all for days. The people around, they was amazed. I'd work all day and night, oh, I'd play. Well, everyone would leave, well, I'd have to stay. The bartender said, hey, buddy, there'll be another day, and I'd like to know where when. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. All they'd say, I'll bet he'll be dancing while he's lying in his grave. And I'd hear them, oh, and I'd have to say, there's no sense of dying while you're living. Everybody's got something they can be given, and I'd like to know where when. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Well, someone tell me where my life went. I turned around, it sure went quick, faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. Faster than a second hand on my watch could go a tick-tick. faster than a second hand on my watch could go. You got to give up a lot to get ahead. To get ahead, you're gonna have to give a lot. And it's not hard doing things alright, but doing the right thing sometimes can be hard. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Seems like no matter how hard, oh, you try, everything you do some days just make you cry. Deep down, you're knotted up inside, wanting to tell the truth, but hey, life will make you lie. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. And all your friends said, hey, when you need me, they'll just call. Oh, but when you need them, oh, you can't find them at all. And someone's gonna ask you, hey, how you feel? You're gonna have to tell them a story you know that ain't real. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. To get ahead, oh, you're gonna have to give a lot. And things don't work out, hey, you know you can't stop. Get down on your knees and ask God, oh please. I'm all locked up in my heart, could you send me a key? Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Carrying everything in your heart, it's a lonely place to be. Thou shalt love thy God with all thy mind, heart, and soul. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as you love thyself. Thou shalt not have any other gods before me. Thou shalt not make any idols for yourself. Thou shalt not use thy God's name in vain. remember the Sabbath and keep it holy. Honor thy mother and father, and thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not commit adultery, and thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, and thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife for goods. Well, I ain't no preacher man, but I got to say, move the 10 Commandments, don't make them go away. Read the King James, it's all in there. Is there anybody out there that still cares? God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules on stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. You want to take In God We Trust off the dollar bill. In the name of God, how many have you killed? You want to take God from the pledge to my flag. This kills my soul, oh the devil, he's glad. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. My country, USA, born from the Christian way. No matter what, no matter who, cross is here to stay. There used to be a marquee on every church you see, with God's loving verse talking back to thee. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. You can take everything and anything I've got. When it comes to the Lord, that's where it stops. You'll never steal him or take him from my heart. Since he died on the cross, that's where it starts. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. God wrote those rules in stone. You ought to carry them in your heart and hang them in your home. Forgive them, Father, for yet today they still know not what they do. Hey, buddy, you gonna put a quarter in that jukebox? Well, nothing against rap or rock and roll. Heck, sometimes I've even listened to Bach and Beethoven. But from an old man's point of view, here's how it goes. People like to sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound, trying to drink all their fears away. So if you put another quarter in the jukebox and play an old George Jones song, I'll sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. I said people like to sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound, trying to drink all their pain away. So if you put another quarter in the jukebox and play an old Hank Jr. song, I'll sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. I see people like to sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound, trying to drink all their mistakes away. So if you put another quarter in the jukebox and play an old Johnny Paycheck song, I'll sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. I see people like to sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound, trying to drink all their troubles away. So if you put another quarter in a jukebox and play an old Waylon Jennings song, I'll sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. I see people like to sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound, trying to drink all their thinking away. So if you put another quarter in a jukebox and play an old Willie Nelson song, I'll sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. I see people like to sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound, hoping this day will just go on by. So if you put another quarter in the jukebox and play an old Johnny Cash song, I'll sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. So I can sit around and listen to that beer drinking sound. Well, I've been married 3 times. Don't you know I ain't saved a dime? If it ain't one thing, it's a 52 card pickup game. I got a mess over here. I said things falling apart and nobody cares. I've been working real hard, trying to tell you, well, I'm getting tired. Oh, I just might quit. Oh, I just might quit. Don't push me now, I might quit. The wife called me at work. Got a speeding ticket and gotta go to court. Bills are so damn high. Hope I can pay them before I die. I went to the bank to pull out some money. I stood there a while, I know I look funny. Zero balance, no money there. Don't you know, I said life ain't fair. Oh, I just might quit. Oh, I just might quit. Don't push me now, I might quit. Oh, I just might quit. Oh, I just might quit. Well, don't push me now, I might quit. I went to mow the yard. Supposed to be easy, but it turned out hard. Ryan Moore had a flat. Push Moore, neighbor had it, couldn't get it back. Baby woke up too soon. Thursday night, I said a full moon. Well, I've been working 7/12s, praying to die just to get out of hell. Oh, I just might quit. Oh, I just might quit. Don't push me now, I might quit. Well, here it is Friday, looking for a rest. Hope there ain't gonna be no mess. Wife said we're having supper late, and I told her, hey, I could wait. I went to the store, bought me some beer. Don't you know, I said life ain't fair. Got stopped by a cop, $1,000 fine for popping a top. Oh, I just might quit. Oh, I just might quit. Now don't push me now, I might quit. The dog did what? What have I told you about that animal? Chain that thing up. Oh, I just might quit. I'm no Indiana Jones. Oh, I'm no Hawk. I'm no Superman, and I sure hell ain't The Rock. I'm here to talk to you, cause the games you're playing, they're all new. I said I'd like to know what you're trying to do. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. All those games you're playing, gonna get caught in your own trap. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Like a runaway train, fix to run off the track. And I'm not trying to push you, I'm not trying to pull. I just want you to stop this crazy bull. I'm here to talk to you, cause the games you're playing, they're all new. I said I'd like to know what you're trying to do. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. All those games you're playing, gonna get caught in your own trap. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Like a runaway train, fix to run off the track. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. All those games you're playing, gonna get caught in your own trap. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Like a runaway train, fix to run off the track. And I'm not gonna buy you, and I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just here to try, to try to tell you. I'm here to talk to you, cause the games you're playing, they're all new. I said I'd like to know what you're trying to do. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. All those games you're playing, get caught in your own trap. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Further down the road you go, well, there ain't no coming back. Your life can go from this to this, just like that. Like a runaway train, fix to run off the track. just like that. Stayed up late last night, having myself a mental fight, living my life a broken line, doing everything of all kind. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know, I said I just didn't know which way to go. Called my friend around 10. He said you better get a hold of your next of kin. I think you're on your way out. Trying to tell you this without a doubt. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know, I said I just didn't know which way to go. Didn't know, I said I just didn't know which way to go. So I called my ma. She said you better talk to Paul. I said hell, Paul died long, long ago. Wake up, Ma, 'cause I really need to know. Didn't know which way to go. I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know, I said I just didn't know which way to go. Came a knock at the door.
Open up, please.
I heard it twice, maybe more. Door came down without a sound. Cops with guns standing all around. So I decided to run. Next thing I heard was a gun. And there I was lying on the floor. Filled full of pain, just couldn't take it anymore. Didn't know which way to go. Didn't know which way to go. I didn't know, I said I just didn't know which way to go. I didn't know, I said I just didn't know which way to go. I tried hard to get a hand on this life that I'm in. There's a shadow is over me, crying in the dark, can't you see? You see I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is humble and fall. You see I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? I try hard to get a hand on this life that I'm in. You're telling me that I have to change. I'm telling you, you don't know the game. You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? I try hard to get a hand on the way that I am. I don't see no way that I'm gonna change. Right in the middle of life's game. You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? I try hard to get a hand on the way that I am. You're gonna have to take what you get. In life's will, that's where I fit. You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? You see, I walk straight and tall, trying to do it all. Don't you know I said all this is stumble and fall? When I was a little boy, well, I went to a foreign war. I want you to know it didn't belong to me. And all the things I've seen, all the things I've done, Lord, don't you know it's kept me on the run. Well, every day at 5, well, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, it'd ever be a part of me. Well, every day at 5, oh, well, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, it'd ever be a part of me. I wear it like an old smell, all that just won't go away. And Lord, those memories haunting me today. Well, I'm looking for the time, all that I can say. Mr. War, would you like to be my friend? Well, every day at 5, oh well, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, it'd ever be a part of me. Well, every day at 5, oh well, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, it'd ever be a part of me. Well, we've been enemies now, yeah, for a long, long time. And I just wanna make up and put you behind. Well, people say I'm strange, oh, and some of them say I've gone insane. But they don't understand, 'cause they've not played the game. Well, every day at 5, oh, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, it'd ever be a part of me. Every day at 5, oh, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, you'd ever be a part of me. Well, every day at 5, oh, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, it'd ever be a part of me. Well, every day at 5, oh, it was on TV. I never really ever thought, Lord, that it'd ever be a part of me.
Rolling.
Oh, crap.
That's all right.
Sorry.
Continue on. Rolling.
Well, I grew up, I said, on rock and roll. Later in life, found out country got sold. Well, I've been watching those two-stepping fools. Decide I'm gonna break that country rule. Oh, well, I'm gonna take a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Oh, well, I'm gonna take a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, and got to rock, go like this here. Well, I'm gonna take a pound of rock and roll, put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Well, I grew up, I said, on rock and roll. Later in life, found out country got sold. And all my friends said it sounds real neat. They're all moving that new rock country beat. Sing along with all the ones they know. Country rock stepping as they go. Oh, well, I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Oh, well, I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock, go like this here. I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Well, I grew up, I said, on rock and roll. Found out later in life that country got sold. Well, I've done changed my dancing style. That new country rock, well, it drives me wild. Put another quarter in the jukebox so we can all country two-step rock. Oh, well, I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Oh, well, I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Go like this here. Well, I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Oh, well, I took a pound of rock and roll and put in a whole lot of country soul. I got to rock, I got to rock. Well, sitting here going through old pictures, trying to remember how it used to be. I came across a couple at a picnic. It looked like we were having some fun. Oh, a sack race, don't you know, a three-legged run. Got a smile on my face, 'cause I thought I smelled your perfume. And it was as if you were standing right here in my room. I got a smile on my face, oh, 'cause I thought I smelled your perfume. And it was as if you were standing right here in my room. Well, honey, my heart and I, well, we miss you. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. Well, honey, my heart and I, well, we miss you. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. I came across another picture, arm in arm, holding, just a kissing. You always made me feel like a man. These days, don't you know, that's what I'm missing. I closed my eyes so I could see the wonderful smile you always had on your face. Oh, you were country, oh, with a city woman's lace. I got a smile on my face, 'cause I thought I smelled your perfume. And it was as if you were standing right here in my room. I got a smile on my face, 'cause I thought I smelled your perfume. And it was as if you were standing right here in my room. Well, honey, my heart and I, well, we miss you. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. Well, honey, my heart and I, well, we miss you. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. Wishing you were here in my arms, just like you used to. I had a hard life, oh, but you know I'm not crying about that. I made it through the rough times, oh, don't you know I'm tipping my hat. I lost a few moments, I can't recall. I've been in trouble, picked up by the law. I slept in streets, been showed for freaks. Cardboard box motels, well, they're nothing but cheap. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. I had a hard life, oh, but you know, I'm not crying about that. I made it through the rough times, oh, don't you know, I'm tipping my hat. I've been in rough weather without any clothes. I've been the devil's tool, I didn't even know. I partied so hard, I lost the time. And I've been living hard on the edge of the line. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. I had a hard life, oh, but you know, I'm not crying about that. I made it through the rough times, oh, don't you know, I'm tipping my hat. I can't slow down, it might catch up. I don't know if it's empty or a broken cup. I think I'm gonna lay down and try to rest. And when I wake up, you know I'm gonna do my best. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. Oh, this life that I've been living, don't you know, is starting to live me. I'm all locked up inside of me, looking for a place, oh, to be free. Down on my knees praying every day why my skies are gray, empty and dry. My spirit's crying for the thirst of a cold, cold wet rain to put out the fire and wild through my brain. And I can't seem to find where I'm to be. I can't seem to find, Lord, where I'm to be. I can't seem to find where I'm to be. Temptation has a taste of honey. Above God, the world crowns its money. You're the wealthy in their curds and whey, all the poor struggling hard just to make it through the day. My spirit's crying for the thirst of a cold, cold, wet rain to drown my misery, my suffering, and my pain. I can't seem to find where I'm to be. I can't seem, Lord, to find where I'm to be. I can't seem to find where I'm to be. The roads we take are paved with good intentions, but the end of an end, there's no extensions. The devil's taste of the world in my mouth, by the grace of God, could only take it out. My spirit's crying for the thirst of a cold, cold, wet rain to rust and break the hold, the devil's chain. And I can't seem to find where I'm to be. I can't seem, Lord, to find where I'm to be. I can't seem to find where I'm to be. Taking the hand of my shuttle as I walk, me, myself, and I having a talk, arguing, fighting which way we should go. No direction, no guidance, nobody knows. My spirit's crying for the thirst of a cold, cold, wet rain to wash away the crazy thoughts, so stay sane. I can't seem to find where I'm to be. I can't seem, Lord, to find where I'm to be. I can't seem to find where I'm to be. I'm all locked up inside of me, trying hard not to break, just turn the key. Blind emotions lead me on, the bad taste of life I pray is gone. All my spirit's crying for the thirst of a cold, cold, wet rain, asking God which side I was born on. Was it Abel or was it Cain? Oh, was it Abel, Lord, or was it Cain? I can't seem to find where I'm to be. I can't seem, Lord, to find where I'm to be. I can't seem to find, Lord, where I'm to be. I can't seem, Lord, to find where I'm to be.
Rolling.
Well, I said I know a whole lot of nothing, just about a little bit of everything. But I've done so much with so little, well, I'm qualified to do anything with nothing. But this crazy life we're in, all this crazy game, I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. You can lead a horse to the water, you just can't make it drink. It's like some of those people you run with, the ones that just don't think. It shows up in everything, all that they do. Unfortunately, sometimes it's gonna involve you. I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. And have you ever been out and asked, how are you doing? As if there's something you didn't know. Well, you just reply one step at a time, Joe. That's how I go. But I worry about people pumping gas, well, you know, while they smoke. Like if they blow me up, it could be the world's funniest joke. I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. People around me got me paranoid, acting crazy. Oh, but they're swearing they're doing well. They got me so paranoid I gotta watch a football game. Yeah, that's right, on the radio. Cause when they huddle, well, I think they're discussing me. I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. And I have reservations about a black man wearing a white glove singing Beat It. And I worry about people that's pushing on doors all day long that say pull. I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. And have you ever found yourself, you know, at the Frigidaire when all you needed was just one dining room chair? And ask yourself where your house keys are. That's right, after you done went and locked the front door. I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. And I guess the funniest thing, well, that I've ever went and done was went to work, that's right, on my day off. They say it's kind of dumb to talk, you know, while you drive. But I say, hell, if you have a wreck, someone on the other end will know if you're dead or alive. I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go. And have you ever went into a room and asked yourself, what the heck am I doing here? I've already got a dining room chair. And you might think a person like myself just doesn't have an education. But I've got myself a GED. But this life we're living in, you know, the one you're going through, I've got myself a PhD. But I want you to know, I've got a long way to go. Oh, I've got a long way to go.